people, what is up? What is up? How is everybody doing today on this beautiful Wednesday? Oh my goodness, it's Wednesday already. Time just flies when you are having fun. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Tap that screen as you're coming in. Give me some energy, some love. It is your gal, Victorious Val Gal, coming at you live from Kigali, Rwanda, where it's another beautiful day, guys. Hey Willie, how you doing? You know what? I've been here a little over a month, and y'all, even when it rains, it's a nice day. I know that's like hard to believe, right? But it is. It's like a picture. Y'all want to see this? Y'all want to see? It's like I'm living inside of a painting, okay? And I actually, one of my expat friends said that to me, described it to me that way, and I was like, oh, excuse me, I was eating something, and I was like, you're right, it's like living inside of a painting, okay? You're in Mississippi, all right, well listen, this is what it's looking like today. You know, I always like to show y'all what. Ooh, somebody is cooking something. Ooh, it smells good. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, y'all, it smells so good. Maybe I'll go out to the restaurant today, okay? But look, y'all can y'all see all those mountains back there? Like, can y'all see it? I don't know, let me see. Oh, I can make it bigger. Okay, I didn't know I could make it bigger. All right, can y'all see the mountains? They call them hills. Rwanda is the land of 1,000 hills. And as far as your eye can see, I can see beautiful mountains. And people are living on those mountains. Like, you can see homes. You can see the reflection from the sun. All of the homes and everything. And at night, it lights up all where you see it reflecting from the sun. Those houses, of course, they have electricity. And so at night, this place is lit up. It looks so beautiful. Every house has electricity. Okay? So, I just wanted to show y'all that. It's just so beautiful. I could sit here and just look at it and watch it. And you can see even construction and going on. So it is thriving here. It's a thriving city. It's a thriving country. It's a clean country. Can y'all see? Even the dirt road is clean itself. It's clean here, guys. No mess, no trouble, no rubbish. It's beautiful. Okay, it's beautiful. Let me get that back. Okay, so it's beautiful. Y'all tell me where y'all coming in from. I saw Mississippi in the house. Okay, I'm actually an American living in Kigali, and I resided for 30 years. I was hard to believe, 30 years in Charlotte, North Carolina. Had never moved, not one lick. Had no desire to move to another state. Nothing like that. And then I got to the point where I felt like I was stuck. Okay? Like, you know, with all the stuff that's going on right now, I mean, it's easy to feel like you're stuck, right? And I was like, nah. I want to change. I want to do something different. No. I'm not going to live my life like this, okay? Because I teach people. Now, I've been teaching people this. Corporate people, all kinds of people. Business people, entrepreneurs, creators. How to live a life from exhaustion, overwhelmed, stressed out, to a life of ease. And here I was back in North Carolina, finding myself being exhausted. And at least I was aware of it. Because many times, it's strange how we go through life just struggling. But we kind of turn that off to our awareness that we're struggling, to our awareness that we're not really happy on the inside. And we get used to it. We get used to it. Because everybody else around us is doing the same daggone thing. It's like a silent suffering. That's what I want to say. It's a silent suffering. Okay? And it's amazing. Even I think, y'all, we got a troll in here. Do we have a troll in here? I'm rejoicing that I have a troll. I think I got a troll in here. Okay? You know why? I think I might got more than one troll. That's great. Because I said, I'm touching the world. So for me to have trolls is a good thing. That means I'm touching the world. Yes. Okay. I am excited about that, right? So, I will tell you this. That silent suffering. And what happens is, once you suffer so long, you start trolling. You start becoming a troll. And you make everybody else around you unhappy. Okay? Like, there used to be an old adage that I heard a long time ago. When you go fishing for crabs, how do you keep crabs in a bucket? You put another crab in the bucket. That's how. Because, see, everybody wants to crawl out, right? But if you got another crab in the bucket and they want to crawl out too, they're going to hold you down, try to walk all over you and crab off that bucket. And they keep doing that, right? Well, listen, I felt like I was stressed out, okay? And listen, it wasn't necessarily my immediate environment, although there were some things that was going on that I wasn't quite happy about, right? But man, when I took a look at the world, and I took a look at what the things that were happening, right? With the government and stuff like that, I was like, man, I don't want to go through this. I'm sick and tired of you said I'm a chief blue crab. Okay. I was sick and tired of fighting. Because I said, my parents fought, my grandparents fought. Oh, and they put up a great fight. Okay. I come from a line of champions. But my great granddaddy fought. My great grand. As far as I can go back in history. And I was like, why are we fighting? What are we fighting for? Why can't I just go somewhere where I'm appreciated? I'm treated like a human, like the human that I am. And so that's why I decided to come to Africa. Okay? And y'all, I've been here a little over a month and it feels wonderful. Like I wake up just feeling good. Like, oh. Now, do I miss some of the people back in the States? Maybe a little bit, but you know what? We got the social media stuff. Okay? Thank you, SD. We got the social media going on, right? So, we didn't have this 20 years ago. So they know what I'm doing. I know what they doing. We keeping up in tabs. So it's almost like they're right next door. So what am I trying to say? You can live a life. Okay, you're moving to the Gambia. Okay. I have a project coming up in the Gambia. Yeah, I'm talking with some people about tourism in the Gambia and how to attract the black diaspora. So they want me to consult them with that. So that's cool. Where are you from? Tell me where you're from. I'm curious to know. Okay? Yeah. So Africa is huge. Africa is big. Um, you probably, I guess you may know that. I don't know. But you guys can always send me a message, in a direct message. All right. Um, if you want to know more about the community that I'm putting together called Ease Over Exhaustion, you can send me a message that says Ease. If you say, man, I think I want to come to Kigali and come to a retreat, you can send me a message, Soul Care. All right. Oh, you're from Atlanta. Okay, cool. Uh, you know, I mean, it's wonderful. It's a great way for you to experience Africa, because there's so much here. Like, even within a square mile radius, there's so much to do. Like, it can be overwhelming how much it is here. And the thing is, and I'm thinking, like, I'm in my 50s now. I'm in my late 50s now, okay? But I should have done this in my 30s. So shout out to anybody on here that's in their 30s. Listen, let me let y'all know. You don't have to take everything that's going on right now in the United States. You have options, okay? And you can exercise your options, okay? And you can go somewhere place else, even if it's just for a visit, okay? Even if it's just for a visit. Exercise your options while you still can. Now, yesterday I got on here. Y'all, I had my microphone, everything, y'all. I was ready, okay? And I went over because I was so upset still by the things that are going on in the United States right now. And y'all know what it is, okay? And I just wanted y'all to know that you got options, okay? He said, all my friends and family think I'm crazy, but they are the crazy ones. Well, you know what? The vision that you have is yours. The vision that I have is mine. I didn't necessarily go telling all of my family, especially my family. Most of my family, like when I got here, I was like, hey family, guess where I am? Okay. All right. So I didn't necessarily tell them. A couple friends, some friends knew, but not all of them. Maybe close-knit friends knew. But I didn't like broadcast it out. Because I didn't want nobody to mess nothing up. Okay? So I just said, hey, they'll see me when they see me. Okay? Now, SD Benson just said something. SD said, I'm too poor to afford flights to Africa. SD, where are you located? What's your city? What's your state? What's your country? Where are you located? He said, if you don't have a bachelor's degree, can you move there? Of course you can. Or is it more difficult to get a visa? No. Listen, y'all can get visa on arrival here in Rwanda. Okay? You're going to fly into Kigali. All right? And before you get your bags, you're going to come up to immigration. You're going to show them your passport. So you definitely need to have a passport. Okay? And then you can get your visa on arrival. Now, I did it beforehand, which I'm glad I did. I just went to the website and I got my visa within 3 days. They sent me an email. And so I printed, they said, print this out and present this at immigration when you get to the airport in Kigali. And that's what I did. And so it was really cool. And I totally recommend people to do this. Why? Because I didn't have no hassles. Like, what if I had gotten... There are people that were before me in line, okay, at the immigration at the airport. And, of course, they're getting their visa on arrival, right? And I'm not saying that... Well, there have been reports. I didn't experience it myself, really. But there have been reports of people not... Hey, there have been reports of people... Hey, the kids are so cute here. They're so nice. Everybody's waves at you and everything, so it's nice. They might have had a bad day, and they're asking you a whole bunch of questions, right? Well, Once you got that piece of paper and you are approved, you got your visa. You actually have your visa in hand, right? You just need for them to put the stamp thing on your passport, but you are already paid for it and it's already approved. It's nothing that they can really say. Okay? So I was glad that I went ahead and got it done. Okay? Because I don't want to risk uh, getting somebody on a bad day and they just don't feel like it. Okay? That's right. Is it kinetic dogs? That's it. So no, you do not need a bachelor's degree. You need your passport. Do you have your passport, Kinetic? Give me a 1. Everybody on the line, give me a 1 if you already have your passport. Do you have your passport? Give me a 2 if you do not have your passport. All right, L. Very good. Very, very good. T, give me a 1. That's right. You got your passport. That is the most important thing that you can have. Okay? Am I being honest? Of course I'm being honest. Kinetic, you got your passport. Very good. That's what you need. Then you need to decide where you're going. Okay? You said, I do not, but going to get it on July 8th. Okay, BB, why are you waiting? BB, you were on my broadcast yesterday, right? You were on my broadcast yesterday, right? July the 8th is a long time. What's today? June the 11th? That's girl a whole month. No. Listen to me. A whole lot of stuff can change in a month. What do you mean in Texas that's the only dates they had? BB, what you mean by that? The only dates you can get your passport? Is that what you're trying to tell me? In all of big Texas? I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, they speak English here. I'll say all the signage and stuff is in English. The people themselves, a lot of them speak English and maybe just even a little bit. But the language is not a problem. It is not a problem. Okay? And I can go into that a little bit later. But I'm in Texas, the only dates they had. BB, now I'm in Charlotte. I don't know what part of Texas you're in. But I was in Charlotte. And there was a place for me. There was a passport office that I could go to anytime, any day of the week, Monday through Friday. And as long as I had my little picture, which you can get those pictures done at CVS and places like that. In my little paperwork, my birth certificate or whatever, I can go get my passport. Right? Pay the money, get your passport. I live in Odessa. Okay. Well, there's got to be, listen, it's a United States passport. There's got to be places in Dallas. There's got to be places in Houston. Other places. It may not be in your local town, but July 8th is a long time with everything going on right now. Everything going on in California. Can y'all see what is being done? That was my whole... I put it on my YouTube. So if you missed it yesterday live, you can go on my YouTube and you can see that. Y'all, this is no time to play. Okay? And I'm getting on you, but I'm not trying to get on you. I'm trying to get on you, but not, I'm being respectful because I get it. I understand it. Because I had my passport for a good, 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 years. I renewed the thing, a couple of years ago. I think you get it for 10 years, right? Before I even went anywhere. So I get it, but at least I had it. So try the passport office, post office, library, DMV, etc. I understand I can go to Dallas. It's worth it. You need to go. Y'all, listen. If the Marshmallow Society, and y'all know what I'm talking about because I talked about it yesterday, that's what's gearing up. That's what's gearing up, okay? And if that happens, they can say, okay, we're cutting out all passport. Nobody can get in. Nobody can get out. We're restricting everything. Because you know that he wants control. Y'all know this is nothing that we did to ourselves. That this is something that was cast upon us. Y'all do know that they're in LA not because anything was going wrong. Y'all realize that, right? They just decided to disrupt and start trouble and trying to get all the footage that they can of stuff being done so they can substantiate taking it to the next level. And y'all do know what's supposed to be happening on the 14th, right? And I felt like they say old people be knowing. I got that from Don Lemon. Old people be knowing. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like this is coinciding too much. Within a day, it was like ICE goes to the Home Depot. ICE interrupts the intersections, gets out. Can you imagine sitting at a daggone stoplight and all of a sudden this big old black car gets in the middle of the intersection and all these ICE agents get out with their guns and whatnot and then start pulling people out their car and just like that. And then the National Guard gets called in, and now the Marines are getting called in, just like that. And you waiting until July the 8th? No, ma'am. Just go ahead on, get with the program, and go on to Dallas. Okay? I don't care if you got to get a bus. I don't care. Make a little day trip of it. I don't know how far Odessa and Dallas is, but come on, let's go. Okay? See, this is what I had to do for myself. Because like I told y'all, I understand this. Thank you, BB. I could have stayed. I stayed in Charlotte for 30 years. Trying to it's going to get better. 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 And I would get busy doing stuff. And it's going to get better. It's going to get better. And I'm like, when is it getting better? And now on top of that, I got to deal with orange. You know what I'm trying to say? Turd. That's what I call them. And all of that mess. And he's a narcissist. I did a podcast about a month ago, right? Y'all can look me up too. Because you need to know who you need to know. A lot of y'all don't know me. Alright? But you need to know that I'm just not one of those people that's just sitting by and just coming up with something, say I'm going to get on here and talk to people, right? But I'm giving you the real. Hey, Latoya, how you doing? So y'all can go on YouTube and put in Valencia Dantzler podcast, and you're going to see all kinds of podcasts that I've been on. But I was on a podcast with my good friend Crystal Hicks, okay, she's on TikTok as well. We've actually never actually met, but I've just been on her podcast a couple times, and we just have great conversation. And I said, this orange turd is a narcissist. And I already know, just from dealing with people in therapy, dealing with people who are doctors, psychiatrists, and things like that in the field that I'm working in, okay, because y'all know I'm into neuroscience, right? I'm a coach for that. And I help people reprogram themselves. That I had a narcissist in my own life, okay? My cousin, I didn't know my cousin was a daggone narcissist, okay? And I was asking them, what the heck should I do? What the heck can I do? Because I wanted to help her. I wanted to change her. Doctor said, nope, nope, no. A narcissist? No, 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 no. This is a true narcissist. Because I told him what was going on and the things that were being said and all this kind of stuff. Things that were being done and all kinds of stuff. They said, no, 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 no. The best thing for you to do when you're dealing with a narcissist is to get away from them. And y'all know Orange Turd has been diagnosed as a narcissist. So this was in my head too. Man, am I going to spend 4 years being subjugated by this Orange Turd narcissist? Or am I going to live my life? So that's really the question. What is the quality of life that you want to live? And knowing that you have the ability to take control of your life and you can write the narrative instead of having them write the narrative. Okay? And so, you got to stick with the program. Do what you said you're going to do. Don't back out. If you said you're going to get your passport, get it. If you said you're going to move out the country, and this is the perfect time to do it, do it. Sticking with your program, not mine, your program. Okay? I'm going to hold you accountable to it. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. How can people bring in income once they move there? Okay. Well, this is like my number one question. Okay? And in Ease Over Exhaustion, our community and academy, I have a class just for this, okay? But in a nutshell, I'm going to tell you right now that if you got a side hustle, let me tell you, there's so much going on in Africa and so much opportunity in Africa, and they welcome you, especially I'm talking Kigali right now. I'm talking Rwanda, okay? The country of Rwanda. They welcome you. You got your own business, they welcome you with that, okay? They welcome you with that. So, you're not going to come here. You're not going to get a job. Now, if you got a remote job, that's cool. That's fine. You can do that. But you're not going to come here and get a job because you're not going to be able to get paid enough. All right? So, even though you can stretch your money here, it's better to get paid in USD than it is to get paid in the currency here. Okay? I'll say 9 times out of 10. Now, if you have your own business, right? And even if you want to establish your business here, you can do that. Okay? And that's going to be how you're going to make income. All right? If you got some creative ideas, create. Okay? And you can do what you need to do. But since I got so many questions on that, then I said, okay, this is something that I need to talk about. All right? So, everything is inside of the community, Ease Over Exhaustion. Now, let me tell you guys about Ease Over Exhaustion. Ease Over Exhaustion is a paid community, but it is a one-time payment. Okay? It's a one-time payment of $55.55. Look up 5555 angel numbers, okay? It's a reason that I put those numbers in that, okay? Because that is really one of my favorite numbers, but the numbers have meaning. And what a way to bless the rest of your journey with a 5555, okay? So for $55.55, it's a one-time commitment. That's it. Once you're in the community, everything else is opened up to you. We have live trainings every week. Okay. In fact, you guys sign up today. We do have orientation in about 3 hours from now. Okay. And so you want to sign up so you can get your orientation. You have your Ease Over Exhaustion 5-day challenge that's already in there, ready to go. All right. I have, if you're looking to move to Africa, and especially if it's Kigali, you're going to love the class that we have on that. All right. If you want to know how you can make money, listen, maybe you don't even have a business right now, but you're like, man, I know this is what I need to do. I need to move to another country, and I need to have my income straight, and I need to be making income online. So I have a class for that. So all of this stuff is open up to you, lifetime access, not even a yearly access. It's a lifetime access. So one time, $55.55, and you have access to everything. It's for your minds, to get your mind right, clear, okay? You get your coaching, okay, from yours truly, all right? You also get your orientation call with me, okay? And you get the live classes, and you'll see the schedule and all that in there, and you'll be able to put all that in your calendar, all right? And so it's absolutely great. It's an absolutely wonderful community, all right? A lot of people are getting a lot of value out of it, okay? And it's not anything that you have to be concerned about, like monthly and all that kind of stuff. Nope, just one time. That's it, okay? That's it. So, any questions? If I have any questions on that, you guys can ask me any questions that you want on that, all right? Or on anything. What does it feel like to actually be outside of the United States? Do I feel safe? Do I feel good about the decision that I made? I feel very, very, very good. My life is already better than it was 30 years in the United States. It's already better. Like, I have made new friends here. Okay, there's a lot of black expats that are here. Okay, I hadn't met any white expats. Nothing wrong with it, but all the expats that I've met are black expats, and they've been here for like 4 or 5 plus years, and they love it. They got land. You can buy land here, guys. You can grow crops. I mean, there's so much that you can do here. Okay, it's so much that you can. The opportunities are even. There's just so much you can do. You can have your own product. You can manufacture your own products here. Okay, so it doesn't just have to be an online thing. You can do so much. Let me tell you what we need here. We need a good down home southern restaurant. We do need that. We do need that. Cause we don't have that here. We need that. Okay, so I'm in Kigali, Rwanda, which is in East Africa. Okay, now she said. Latoya says, how long did it take you to make the leap? Girl. Well, it only takes you, half a second to really make a decision, right? So, in that case, it didn't take long. Because like I said, I remember when those results came in from the election, that's when I went to scrolling. Where am I going? Because I did not know where I wanted to be. Okay? I didn't know where I wanted to be, but I knew I wanted going to be somewhere outside the United States. Okay, I just had to look deep inside and see what resonated with me, and started doing research. And long story short, fried green tomatoes. That's what we need. Some fried green tomatoes here. And y'all, it's such an abundance of food here. And like I told you, I went to the grocery store and spent with $10.92 and came with a big box of food that I'm still eating on. Okay? So I'm sorry, Latoya. I didn't mean to jump past your question like that. But everything is a process. And the only struggle was me second guessing myself, going through what I told you about, because you are so, when I say you, I mean me, are so used to being in one place, even though if you're miserable with it, you're used to it, and your mind is going to keep you safe. It's going to try to keep you safe. And that's the hardest part, is going from that identity to the identity of where you really want to see yourself, where you have to actually step into that identity. So the more I would watch the videos and things, I remember many times wanting to run through the telephone or run through the TV and say, I need to be in Rwanda now. That's when I really like, bam, this is for me. Okay? And let me tell you, it's been smooth sailing. Like, for real, it's been smooth sailing. It's been smooth sailing. I didn't have to pay no deposit for where I live right now. I didn't have no credit check for where I live now. They don't have that stuff. Okay? I didn't have to show anything. It was just, do you want this place? Yes. Can you pay this money? Yes. Okay. Give me the money. Here's the money. Okay. There's your key. All right. Go on in. And didn't have to pay a deposit, not even for Strawberry, my cat. Okay? And didn't even know I got a lady that comes in, Ruth, y'all seen her. She comes in and cleans every week. And she washes my clothes and folds them up and stuff. Like, I didn't know that came with it. Y'all, it's cool here. The weather is great. It's really cool here. I'm not kidding. And even the month or so that I've been here, I got contacts. So if you say, hey, I want to move here, I want you to help me find a place, I can help you. Y'all put me to work. Okay? I'm sitting out here on my balcony, chilling. I come on here because I want to help people. I want you to see and experience what I experience. So, put me to work, okay? Put me to work, okay? So he said, I can cook, say less. Girl, I'm telling you, you can listen, if y'all do hair, if you do nails, I need to get my nails done right now. I just need to go down there and get it done. All right? You do hair, you do nails, you do makeup. I've seen people doing that many times. You want to sell stuff. You want a little store and you want to sell something, you can do that. So much. It's so much that you can do here. I just found you. Did you leave because of the presidential person? That was a part of it, only because I knew the misery. I knew the gaslighting. We already had people didn't like us because of the color of our skin, but now overtly you gonna just single me out, and you gonna put it into law that just because we don't like the way you look, we can deport you. That don't even make sense. Oh yeah, they passed in the law they can deport U.S. citizens now. That went into effect, I think, the day that I landed here. See, I kept watching all that stuff. Okay, now you see them using it. A month later, they're using it now. So they're in L.A. and they're stopping people at an intersection, or they're grabbing people out of their homes or out of Home Depot and saying, you, come here. You're not the right complexion. You got to be detained right now. You see, I was like, I don't want to be subjugated to that. Why should I be subjugated to that? Now, somebody on here, hey, Rory, somebody said that they couldn't afford a ticket. Let me tell you, to Africa. And Africa is a continent, okay? So choose where you want to go to first in Africa. But for here, round trip, y'all. I did a round trip ticket. The reason I did a round trip ticket is because I have, at the time, I got a 90-day visa. And in case they ask me, well, when are you going back? I needed to be able to show them, but I ain't even have to show that, okay? So that's why I got a round trip ticket. My round trip ticket was $1,100, which included my cat. Round trip. Now, how many of y'all have paid more than $1,100 to travel from somewhere to somewhere within the United States? Okay? And that wasn't even a ticket that I got way in advance. If I'd have gotten it way in advance like I was supposed to have, it would have been like $700 round trip ticket. So when you say you can't afford something, do you know how much it really costs? Because I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. No, it was not. And I encourage all of you to, if you're coming to Africa, the continent of Africa, look for Ethiopian Airlines, because they will treat you like you are gold. Okay? Because you are. All right? And you can go back and look at some of my videos on Ethiopian Airlines. I don't get any payment for anything like that from them, but they just treated me so well and they fed me so much that I didn't want to buy nothing in the airport. I didn't want to buy nothing. I didn't have to spend no money for nothing. So that $1,100 that I paid round trip included all my meals, and they were really good meals. Alcohol, okay. I did have a little wine, okay. All of that was included in there, so it was a great value, and plus the plane, it looks so nice the way they have it, the colors and stuff. It's just beautiful. The ladies, the flight attendants there, they're beautiful. Okay, they're really, really beautiful, and they're beautiful on the outside, but on the inside too, and just very, very nice. Like you know how they come around and they say, "Would you like something to drink?" Da da da. And I said to myself, they got wine. I see wine on the thing. I see juices, waters. I was like, dang, I kind of want all three. I wonder if they go charge me for the wine. So I said, can I have some red wine, please? She said, oh, ma'am, sure. She got the little cup. She poured my wine. She gave it to me. And I was like, oh, she didn't ask me. I said, you got passion fruit juice right there? She says, yes. Would you like some of that as well? I said, yes. Thank you so much. And can I have some water too? Sure. No charge, y'all. So I'm trying to tell y'all. And I hope y'all shared this out to some people. Some other people need to know. Okay? Some other people need to know. Let me see. Let me go into these. Okay, questions. I'm in Kigali, Rwanda, which is in East Africa, and it's beautiful here. The weather is fantastic. Okay. What happened to Home on the Free? Hey, what happened to it? Because it ain't no more. Okay? Can't afford it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Even if you need to make a plan. Do you realize you could save $200 for the next 5 months? You have $1,000 and that would pay for your daggone round trip air ticket. Okay? Did you have to get a series of immunization shots? No, I did not. Now, this was predicated upon, like, if I'd have gone to Ghana first and then come here, I would have had get some shots. Okay? But because I came from the United States to Ethiopia and then to Kigali, I didn't have to get no shots. Okay? So it depends on what your pathway is. So no. And I didn't want to take no shots. I really didn't. I didn't even get the malaria shot. Malaria shot was not required because of the pathway that I took. Okay? And I went Ethiopian Airlines. I had a little layover course in Ethiopia. But Ethiopia is part of East Africa, and because it's part of East Africa, and I was going in East Africa, I didn't have to take no. But if I'd have stopped in West Africa, then Ethiopia, I would have had to have shots, and I ain't want no shots. Okay, I personally don't like that. Not saying that I'll never get one. It was so freaking. One thing, it was so expensive to get a malaria shot in United States. It was like $300 and some dollars. But when you come to Africa, that same shot is like about $35. So I said, shoot, if I feel like I need to get one, I'll get one in Africa. I'm not getting one in the United States. So there you go. Okay. Woohoo, awesome sauce. Free is my favorite 4-letter word. I know that's right. Okay, cool. So you have to do, research in that. And again, in the community, we go through these things in our classes and stuff like that. So it's really, really fun. It's a great community to be involved in. Okay. Hey, Mitzi, how are you? Sweet Mama B. I love that name. Oh my God, I love that name, Sweet Mama B. Just hop on. How long will you be there? Girl, forever. Okay? I'm going to be here forever. What natural products do you use on your skin? Oh, thank you. Nothing. I don't use anything on my skin. So when I was in North Carolina, I owned a company called Detoxtopia. Well, I still own it, but I'm not actively doing it anymore, even though I'm still getting people that want to get detox, right? So I specialize in natural products. I specialize in detoxing people because I'm really into people being healed through herbs. I'm really into detoxing, and I think that's part of it. And that's also have a great filter too, okay? I love TikTok because of the filters, okay? So you see that's filter right there, right? That's filter. So ain't no shame in my game, but I'm very, very, very into natural things. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to be here, because all the food here is natural. And you can taste it, guys. You can taste the difference. So there's no GMOs. There's no chemicals in here, in the foods. Nothing in the water. Everything is natural. The air is great. I mean, I just can't wait for y'all to get here. I can't wait for y'all to get here. Okay? I can't wait for you to get here. Okay? Thank you, Sweet Mama B. Listen, I haven't felt as passionate about something in a long time. That's why I get on here and talk to y'all and answer your questions and things. Because if I hadn't, y'all, I wasn't even thinking about even when I was looking after the elections and looking to see where I was going to be. Rwanda was not a place that I was even thinking of. It was not. But I am so happy and so glad that I just got me an idea too. Let me ask y'all a question. It was just a download. Okay, Latoya, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming on. So you hear what a lot, Sweet Mama B. What did I say? I say all kinds of stuff. But I'm thinking about putting together, I took a test of based on the attributes of countries, based on what I was looking for, like really good health care and stuff like that. And I took a test of what country would be great for me to go to. And that's how I found out about Rwanda. So what if the food is different? Yes, it tastes good, it's fresh, and it's inexpensive. Y'all going to lunch for like $4.95. And that's a splurge. Okay? Well, I would buy a cup of coffee, 1 cup of coffee in the United States, for one cup of coffee, you mean I'm getting a whole meal here? And if I go to the grocery store and just cook my food, I'm saving even way more money. So I don't even like, I mean, I could go out to eat every day if I wanted to. But I'm like, I like being in my place. This is my place. I like being in my place. I like being here with my little kitty. Wait, y'all want to see her? Y'all want to see her? Wait, y'all want to see her? There she is. That's Strawberry. Isn't she beautiful? I love her. I like being with my little kitty. I like that. I'm so proud of her. She came all the way from the United States to Africa and didn't even make a peep. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. I like chilling at the crib. I sure do. Working on my little projects and stuff. I like doing that. Oh, Burkina Faso patty cakes. Woo! Yes, Burkina Faso would be great to go to. I would say for me, not right now, because it's too much going on for me. Like, I need to be nice, calm. I need to be nice, calm, and safe. But later on, yeah. Listen, I think he has it where if you just go there, you can get citizenship like that, right? So, I mean, even me, if I wanted to go over to Burkina Faso and get citizenship or get a passport, a Burkina Faso passport, you can. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's options once you get over here. Then I'll come on back over to Kigali. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, one thing, if you're from another African country, and let's just say you want to come to Rwanda, right? And you're from another African country, then you don't have to pay for a visa to be here. It's like free entry, okay? So there are different advantages from within the continent, citizenship within the continent, and you can do that. So if I'm not mistaken, you can still have dual citizenship for the United States and an African country, right? So you can have dual citizenship, right? So there's lots of ways to do this. Still in the research mode, but very excited. Good. I love everything that Ibrahim Traore is doing. Of course, he is waking up the whole freaking continent, and he's even waking us up. Look, I'm saying us up in the United States, but it's true. Because if you got one person that can show you what is possible, and they're a light and a beacon into that path, man, what does that do for us? So that's part of also why I'm on here. Because I didn't have anybody to, I had videos, but I didn't have anybody live to like ask questions to, right? Who was like right there on the spot. I didn't have that. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm on here. Are you going to do dual citizenship? Perhaps. Maybe. Okay. I plan on being here for a while, y'all. Like, I'm working on at least the next 10 years being here. Okay. That's what I'm working on. Right. I love it right here. Like, I don't have a desire right now to be anywhere else. So I'm cool. Thank you for the follow. I'm cool just being here. Like, so when I say, how long you? I say forever, right? because that's like my heart for real. So I'm working on it too. So Sweet Mama B says, I have a friend moved to Ghana for 2 years and love it. Yeah. So yeah, now Ghana, I looked at Ghana too. And I have friends right here that live in Kigali that used to be in Ghana, right? So I've met expatriates too. I think she spent a long time in Ghana, and she is now here in Kigali. Okay. Oh my goodness! So my live is gonna end. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me do the little puzzle thing. Hold on. I didn't know I had been on this long. Okay. All right, so they accepted me. Okay, so I'm on. I'm back on. Okay. So thank you for the follow. So guys, remember I have a community too, Ease Over Exhaustion, where we go over all things. So you can get your mind right. You don't have to be in overwhelm. You can think clearly about the decisions that you want to make that's best for you. And if it's moving abroad, we talk about that too. If it's moving to Africa, we talk about that too. Okay? And we got classes and everything going on. It's just a one-time $55.55. And you have access to the community for life. Okay? And all the classes and all the challenges that are inside, you have it. So if you want to get in on that, and tell your friends about it too, because you ain't the only one thinking about moving to another country. Okay, you ain't the only one thinking about Africa either. Okay, it's a great community, and the thing is that when you're in a community of like-minded people, you can talk more freely about the things that's going on, how to cope with the things that's going on in the world without any type of code words or anything like that, because this community is not on social media. Okay, it is my own community. It is not controlled by any outside nothing. Okay, and so we can talk freely in there, right? And so we have the live classes and things, and the group coaching, and we have the recordings of those and everything. And of course, you're going to get, when you sign up, you're going to get your one-on-one orientation, but we may be going to group really soon. But right now, in the next 3 hours, so my time 5:14, is we're going to have another orientation, okay, inside the group. So you want to sign up and be in line for that orientation. And so quit thinking and start doing, because that's when change happens. When you do, you're one step closer to what it is you want to do. All right, one step closer. Especially when you come into Ease Over Exhaustion, you are definitely, even if your timeline is a year from now, but we'll help you get your daggone situation together, get your plan together so that you can go. But it's on you. It doesn't even have to take that long. It could be some of y'all just need to get your passport and you need a little bit of direction, right? And boom, you could be here next week. It could be just a scouting trip. Okay? It doesn't have to be it could be it's a scouting trip, but if I like it, I'ma stay, can I? And I'm gonna say yeah. Okay? It's like that. Okay? So anyway, guys, I just wanted to put that bug in your ear. If you want the information, just DM me the word EASE, EASE. If you want to get on the Soul Care Retreat that's coming up, early bird registration is ending on June the 20th. Then you can get in on that. You can send me the message Soul Care. If you want all of it, Soul Care Ease. All right? Send me your email address and DM all that to me. And I'll get the information to you, okay? So, do we have any other questions? Did I field all the questions? I believe that I did, okay? But at least, in the community we can talk about the different countries too, because there's different each country in Africa has its own attribute or its own challenges, okay? So we can talk about that just a little bit more in depth, okay? Because everybody has different ones that they're thinking about. All right. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get off of here. I got plenty more to do today. All right, but I thank y'all so much for coming on here and being with me today. Okay, I really, really do appreciate y'all so very much, and I wish you the best. Talk to you later. Bye bye.